Ooh, Sharks is here, but the flashes have kept him at bay and allows Amanek to move in for the kill. Team Vitality, do they want to commit to this? Because G2 are very aware of this B play, but okay, Zywoo and Masuta, they've made it doable. They made it possible. Kenny fighting in the molly, and he lands that shot onto Zywoo. Now Masuta left in the clutch. Kenny hiding on the other side of this smoke. He's delivered an incredible shot to kickstart this round for G2, and it gets ended by Jax on this flank.
What a shot. That was nuts. I'm sure we're going to be
as well, essentially. Hunter's push mid, and this is a round that's all over the place. Oh, Masuta looks away, but he gets shot at. He gets the info. Amanek is going to run B to defend that site, and they already have a flank in place. They don't need to walk. Coming in from lower, stealing the kill away, and now Vitality back in the lead.
Cool shots the round prior, but it's Vitality who are about to meet up with Amanek in the tunnels. He's elected to go for a more forward position here, trying to get that intel, and that's going to prove to be a fatal decision at that. So now 3 members remaining for Vitality. Kenny will likely save this off if he doesn't get a kill here. He's going to have a vision on the cross. You can imagine that that's not going to go unsmoked. There it is. There's the smoke. Kenny takes the shot, and that is the round. 6 for Vitality. I'm just hoping that we get to see that Kenny flick again. That was cool. Let's be honest. Let's be real with each other.
Yeah, I mean, you know, is it me or is like Zywoo just a bit of a boring player? Like, you know, you see at the end of a map, he'll have like 30, 40 kills. Don't remember a single one of them.
No.
But the Kenny S flick, man, I remember the Kenny S flick. Now, that could be true for this series, and that might be the only memory of Kenny S that we're going to have here at the road to Rio. If this map does not go their way, after 2 16-14s, it's Team Vitality leading dominantly here on Dust 2. G2 seemingly no answers to the questions that Team Vitality are posing right now. And these, you know, long executes early on with the tension over towards A, falling back, playing this B bomb site later in the round has been working brilliantly for Team Vitality.
And Zywoo, he's been a big factor here for Vitality, not just in this map, but at the end of Vertigo alone. He was, you know, just going about his business. Not a quiet game, not a top fragging game by any means. And then Vitality start to slip on the T side of Vertigo right by the end. And Zywoo, he just comes up with these back-to-back entry rounds on the A site, double opening kills to essentially win the game for Vitality. Without them, probably wouldn't have happened. So Zywoo, credit where credit is due. And he's brought that, you know, power, that ferocity into this map as well.
But what is it about, and I feel like he gets away with this from time to time, and more often than not, it's like Zywoo, somehow the game gets so close that, hey, you know what, I'm going to take this into my own hands. Then he gets so aggressive, hyper-aggressive even, and finds the necessary frags. It's crazy. We'll even see him doing it on T-side Inferno, which is wild to consider if you think about taking B. Meanwhile, taking B in this round is going to be a bit rough. Nades coming through. Molotovs as well. Next up.
Oh my God,
this has been a melting pot of players over here on this B site.
Someone die! Kill him!
Somebody, please.
Kill him!
Put Masuta out of his misery.
Yeah,
My
so
goodness.
Nice there. G2, they get the one under control. Everything was nice and smooth, went exactly according to plan. And that's the second round on the board for G2.
A sick 4K from Amanek, man. Look at this. 1, 2, 3. And, well, yeah, it's going to be a bit of a break if we're running this one in slow-mo.
The whole time, slow-mo. 3 minutes later, 3 rounds have gone by, but Amanek did get the 4th man as well.
Fortunately, we will forget about that one as quickly as it comes. Vitality, they drop around there. Running through a Molotov maybe wasn't the play. Didn't need to do that. It's not like they're losing or anything. They were in full control, but it goes both ways, right? Like, you know, you think you can get away with things you can't when you're doing so well. You're like, guys, let's just hit this molly. Let's just you're smoking and run into B. Why not? Well, why not? Because G2 are on the other side, and they ain't letting you get away with that. So Vitality at least denied that audacious B push, and they've got to go elsewhere in this round. Losing Apex early to Jax. He's been very good at opening kills. T side, CT side, doesn't really matter. He's there. Vitality setting up for a cat take in this one versus the AWP of Kenny.
Oh, they're already up past Cat. Kenny has to deliver a lot here. Lands the tag onto RPK, but not the killing blow. Kenny now Has to double dip. He has to go back in again. And Hunter flashed in for the peak, gets bested by ZywOo. Kenny caught by Shox on the catwalk. And this round has fallen apart once again for the G2 side. Amanek and Nexa left in this 2-on-4. And it might have to be another gut-wrenching save call to have to make. 7 now on the board for Vitality. They abandon the B site, they go back to A, they still play a very, very fast round, and they best G2 at every turn. Now I hear some typing going on. That is either a bit of casual, friendly banter in the server, or someone's asking for HP, or the third option could be a tech pause.
Really have, you know, kind of gotten to the bottom of the options there, Harry. And
yeah, provided everyone. It's never anything other than those three, so we're gonna have to wait and see. It's not a pause.
it's not like, you know, my macaroni and cheese is ready, I gotta call a timeout, guys. It's nothing like that. So probably a little bit of something, some Keck W's or something mild in there, nothing too major. For the time being, Vitality running the board. Just barely gripping that A site, just getting torn apart.
G2 back in with the purchase though. Jax doesn't have armor despite having $2,000 spare. So certainly not what you want if you're G2. Let's see if it comes into play here. He is playing, like maybe it was purpose, right? Look at his position. Oh no, okay, maybe not. I thought he was playing the headshot angle and pit. Maybe if he was, but you know, you can't play on the contingency of, oh, you know, if they come to my position, it doesn't matter because, well, they haven't come to your position, so it will matter. That lack of armor could have consequences later in the round as Vitality try and fake out this A-cat play. They've done a very good job. They pushed the AWP back, and they've kept 3 on this A site. Now they're going to drop mid and hit this B play. Maybe with one lurk out mid in the form of Shox. They're just going for contact or a smoke. They haven't checked the corner, though. Nexa will get checked. Mizuta with a big entry. Amanek has to flash through. He has to do something, and it's only good enough for one. Trade is in. Bomb plant for found, and Shox killing the lurkers. He's not letting anyone survive this round. Jax in a 1-on-4. Bit of a busted one.
And he's just probably stood there with his knife out asking, what happened, guys? You were all with me just a few seconds ago. Well, Shox happened. And an 8th on the board for Vitality. This is not going any better for G2. Jax will be the last to fall.
Yeah, maybe he wins that fight. You never know. Because the first bullet that hits him sets his crosshair off. Big check from Mizuta. He's been really, really good in this game as well. In a 3-on-3, found a really nice double kill in the tunnels the other round, giving Vitality access to that B-bomb site, and they've been all over it. The entry right there, checking Nexa, who could have potentially gotten away with 2 or 3 kills from the corner, considering he wasn't checked initially on the first man. So Mizuta, big check and a big round for Vitality. 8-2. G2's money swept out from below them once again, relying on saves, and, well, they don't get away with any in that round. That's Shox lurking. I thought he was going to come out mid and join Vitality, but considering how quickly they got those 2 B entries at the cost of only 1 man, he could just go up catwalk and kill G2 as they make the choice to save. So no survivors here for Vitality. They won't let you get away with your guns.
Now, you'll note that Super Series on Sunday, that EU Grand Final for the road to Rio. Make sure you save the date. Put that date in your calendar and the time. Time is ultimately important too. Let's see whose time it is in this round.
Yeah, this time Long is going to get some love is what I meant to say, but I did say those words the wrong way round.
Love is going to get long.
Love getting long and long getting love, but are G2 long for this world? Because they're not loving life right now.